Hi. Hi,
Hey.
everybody. Happy
Happy
Sunday, Danielle.
Thank you. Happy Sunday.
I'm dying to know, how was the circus?
It was really cool. So it's the Cirque du Soleil, the show this year's Echo. And we went last year too. So we've been kind of going every year now. They are so close. We live right next to this big park that they build the tent in it. Like they literally like drop the tent there and like it's awesome. And so we had bought
Wow.
these tickets like a super long time ago and the plan was for us to go as a family, but then my son got a part in the play here at his junior high. And so it's 2 nights. So we had these extra tickets. What we decided to do was we bought another set for my older son to go next week with his daddy. And then my parents flew up to see the play, and I took them with my younger son yesterday to see the
Oh, that's
circus.
so fun. It's like almost a double dose, but with different
I know.
reasons.
Well, and then if you take my younger son likes merch, so if you take him alone without daddy to control us, it's me, grandma, and grandpa. We're all the yes people in his life. He got so much merch last night.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
2 bags of
everyone loves
popcorn.
a concession stand, first of all. And then if there is cool merch, like it's supporting the act and
It
the
is.
entire performance and the people that put it on too, right? So you can't say no.
Yeah, no, like I was telling you in Tucson, I'm good for the economy, personally, good for
Same.
the
I can be talked into most things, into buying things in bulk, as you have said. Hey everybody that are tuning in. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and so I know people are busy, but we're always delighted to see folks come in, even if it's just to say hi. We got Monica, Miss Liz is here, Terry, and Jennifer. Um, we've got Rachel. I love seeing your guys' names pop in. And Teresa. Sarah is here. Hi, Sarah. And I was so happy because Sarah has a checkout issue, I guess. Like, and it's either the website or something. And so we're never able to check out from my store, but we have set up, her and I have text communications of like, she'll send me products that she wants, and then I'll just like invoice her and stuff. And we work it out really well, but she's incredibly supportive and right now is recovering. And so I think, just
Oh,
trying to get better and well and making good strides to get there. So I'm excited when she can get back to creativity. And I know she's stocking up on some really good stuff.
oh, good.
Always good.
Nice. Yeah, I love Sarah. She shops with me as well. I think she got one of my Tucson kits, if I recall correctly. I was in a flurry of shipping though, so I know I
Yeah.
saw an order from her come in recently.
She grabbed one of my Tucson kits as well. And
Oh, yes.
this is a good segue actually, because she was also interested in the Neon Notebook kind of
Oh, yes.
stuff. So,
Yeah.
um, and you guys, I just wanted to shout out that Danielle's and I's next, next, I don't know what we're calling this, campaign or theme
Yeah, what's a good thing to call it? I mean, it's the project box slash bundle
slash, yeah,
collab.
okay, that's, yes. I think that's really good phrasing that just didn't appear to my mind. So project box slash bundle is Neon Notebook. And we had a really fun project box and bundle launch. What was that, only 3 days ago?
Yeah, Friday on Bead Shops, a free tip Friday time slot.
And I believe we streamed it to all our channels, so you should be able to go back and find that video. But it's another fantastic campaign of projects and classes and really amazing materials that both Danielle and I curated. Um, I love your seed bead mix that you put together for it. It brings me such joy and happiness to see it.
Oh, thank you.
All the colors that you can imagine.
Fun one. I can't wait. I'm someone who like would have leaked it already, so it's so good that I have you guys like reminding me that it's good to wait.
Little
But
bit. It's hard to keep a secret. I totally get it. And it's not only just seed beads that you put in your project box. It's like components and other things. And
oh
I think
yeah.
you always usually sneak in something that I don't know about. And so, like, whenever I see like projects and stuff from when you are putting together tutorials and PDFs and stuff. It's always kind of cool to like see the full interpretation of it.
Oh yeah, I got to make sure I've given you all the latest stuff because Kate and I did get together and add a few things since I sent you your kit. So you had like the beta version, and I need to get the extra bells and whistles to you.
Oh,
So
that would be
basically, we
fun.
added a nice clasp, and we added an additional finding, and I can't remember. We added one more little strand, a little bitty thingy.
Amazing. I believe, Joan, if you wouldn't mind posting the link where you can find that on beadshop.com. You guys, it's out and about now, finally, and we're very, very proud of it. We cannot wait to bring you guys more projects via SilverSilk Sunday and Danielle Wix's YouTube channel as well, and actually beadshop.com's. Yeah, like we
Yeah,
have so many different avenues to find
we're
us.
everywhere this time. We're really starting to figure out find our feet for this one. You already have your class schedule. You're kicking it off, I believe, next Sunday with your first video project. Is it?
Yeah, I'm still debating if because I think people won't have their
You
bundles
may not
shipped
have
out
them yet.
quickly.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I
Maybe the
might delay it 1 week, and then next week we can just have we have so much in SilverSilk going on. So maybe
yeah.
we could just pick something else to do, and then we start
Okay, yeah.
launching our project thereafter.
You could play some more Tucson beads and
Yeah, exactly. I still owe folks a pop-up shop that I haven't done yet.
I feel like since we had the neon notebook launch right when we got back from Tucson, that it kind of like our Tucson beads haven't gotten any love yet. Like we need to like
I
focus
know.
on it.
I didn't even think about that of like it's basically all packaged away and
Mhm.
I have not brought it out at all of what I've showed folks on the Silkies Facebook group of like, here's all these cool things that I'm finding. Okay, cool. Well, when do we get to see it? And it's just like, well, it's like
And
not
I'm done
packaged
with the
away.
notebook. You get to see it.
So I promise you guys, I will definitely do a pop-up shop with some of the fun stuff. Perhaps some of it might even coordinate with the Neon Notebook um, uh, theme,
Oh yeah.
and so you'll be seeing a lot of like colors and things come out. So, well, I've got a project to teach that I'm very excited about. It's going to be a pair of earrings that uses. This is like the last project from Winter Renewal.
Bonus project.
Yeah, it's like a bonus project for sure. We really made a lot of designs from each of our project boxes.
Those beads went a long way.
They went
We stretched them,
a
right?
long way. We stretched it quite a bit. I'm very, very proud of what we did. And
Me too.
this is so I feel like this is almost celebratory of a project, and it's fun to make. So why don't I flip my camera around? And then later, I think Danielle's going to do an unboxing for one of my bundles that
Oh yeah.
I've already kind of launched, but for TGBE, I don't think you've actually done a deep dive into it. So this will be sort of a
No,
fun reaction.
I was so swamped. I never even haven't opened it yet.
Sealed, you guys.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna flip my camera around and then I'll go to full screen mode.
Oh yeah, I'll
And
flip my camera. Sorry, I forgot.
no, you're good.
Sit here smiling.
And I'll go over the materials and everything. This is a pretty relatively quick demo. It's this earring here. And I really enjoy the silhouette of this. It's just different. It uses the leather knitted cord from Winter Renewal. As you can see, those beautiful size 10 delicas that were originally kind of in their own color variations. I believe there were 4 colors in the project box, right, Danielle?
Yeah, there were 4 different mixes in that one in size 10 Delica.
Yeah.
And then there was 15-0. And then there was a bunch of 8-0s as well, 4 different mixes. The box was packed.
I mean, it was jam-packed with beads. Hey, Bridget. Danielle, the beads you showed yesterday, is that in the neon box?
No, Neon Notebook is still top secret. So
Yeah.
Neon Notebook is a bright colorway inspired by the 90s. Am I allowed to say the name? Is it?
Yeah, I think we can say it's inspired by Lisa Frank for sure. I mean,
this was an idea you guys shared here on Silky Sunday. So
it was. We kind of took that as inspiration. So if you guys have future themes for boxes, like don't be afraid to say what that might be, because you never know. You might see it later on.
You might see it. We're delivering on this one.
For sure. And then I also picked out your mermaid glass beads, Danielle, for this earring.
Oh, they're so pretty.
They are absolutely stunning. It was just perfect for this. And then I'm also using the 15 beads to make this amazing fringe that's just below the end caps. So we're stitching together. We're basically building on the class we did a couple weeks ago. If you guys remember, we made this bracelet. Let me bring it out real quick. And we used peyote stitch in odd count and even count. And so I showed you guys how to do both to make the end caps and then this little decorative strip for the Landella beads. And so we're building on this technique. We're basically taking the same formula, but we are creating an earring out of it. So with that, why don't we get started with me covering the materials first, and then I'll show you guys the technique as we put it together. All right. So I've got my SilverSilk bead board. This is a restocked item on the website. I was out for a little bit, but Jules Avlar, who really kind of invented this for SilverSilk for me to use, hooked me up, and we're replenished again. So I'm very, very excited about that. So I'm going to grab my bead board and I'm going to pour out about maybe 1.5 grams of size 15 seed beads. This is the size 10 delicas that I just mixed together to create this beautiful mosaic. And you guys know how much I love color. And so Danielle loves the pattern look, which I think would work really well for those SilverSilk ends, that the stitched tubes. Whereas me, I just mix it all together because I can't decide. And then you'll have to help me out with these. These are the gem cut rondelles, or are they?
Yes, they are. And the January Project Box Extras, Bead Shop still has some of them. They're a 5mm rondelle and amber, blue, golden luster mix.
Yum. These are absolutely stunning. They look very like gemstone beads. I don't know how to explain it. Very sophisticated, their colorway.
They're like those top-notch check glass. They're from Raven's Journey. Basically, everything Lenka curates it's really stellar.
Yeah, pretty top notch there. And then these are those matte mermaid glass beads that have that beautiful iridescent glow to them. And I believe these are 6mm, if I'm not mistaken. Yep.
That's right. You picked those for me.
Yeah. From the warehouse. That was a lot of fun. And then an earring hook, of course. And then I've got 2.5 inches of SilverSilk in the leather knitted chain. SilverSilk is my product. I create this. It's a 2.5mm cord that has a knitted wire stitched on top of it. This happens to be in a silver colorway. And this is a great opportunity to use scraps if you have it. And if you don't, this is going to be a great project to start with. But I would say that you probably have to be a little bit comfortable with seed bead weaving in order to pull this off. But don't worry, we will do our best to teach you. Danielle Wicks has an entire YouTube channel built around different types of stitching, including a lot of peyote strips. So I would highly recommend checking that out when you guys can, if you're unfamiliar with bead weaving. So with this pattern, I'm going to start with this bottom strip first, which is 4 delicas. And I can't remember the exact row count. I believe it's 7 outer delicas to create this end cap. But as we stitch this together, I could do some measuring on the spot. So I'm going to start with picking up 4 delicas. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just at random. There does not need to be any specific pattern associated with this mosaic type of look. Make sure you have about 6 inches of tail thread. You can do that by measuring on your bead board, because this goes from 0 to 7 inches. And it's great for bracelets. It's great for tail thread. So I highly recommend using that. It's also got this really fun cork at the corner of it, so you could put your needle into it when you're not using it, which I thought was genius.
Oh.
Do you have a bead board, Danielle? Should I send you one?
I have that bead board. Yeah, you
You
sent it to
do?
me. Either you or Jules sent it to me. I can't remember. I think you did.
Gotcha. You have one, and that's all that's important.
Now I need to find it. I know I have it.
That's the next step for sure. So I strung on a fifth Delica, and then I passed my needle back through the second one from the outside of the four that I had originally strung. So basically, my two Delicas are stacking on top of each other, and that's what's creating that staggered strip of beads, otherwise known as a POD stitch. What makes it even count is the number of beads that I strung originally, which is 4. And so now all I do is basically just go back in reverse. And so I'm stringing on a bead, and then I'm just going back through the ones that kind of stick out from my strip there. And yeah, you just kind of go back and forth until you go all the way through here. And I believe it is you do this 14 times and back and forth, and you will end up with a strip that will fit around the leather knitted cord. I should have had my fan down here, but I don't. Um, it's a little warm today. I don't know if is it warm in Seattle where you are right now?
It's warmer than it would usually be for this time of year, but it's still chilly.
I gotcha. We're like in our 70s already.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah, and we
Oh.
just had a snowstorm like 2 weeks ago. It's bizarre. All right. You can kind of see how I'm holding this too, just between my thumb and index finger. Quite easy. Oh, and by the way, I'm using a size 11 beading needle as well as Wildfire from Beadalon in 6-pound test. For this particular strip, you'll only need about 3 feet of this, and you get quite a bit to work with. So if you're really into bead weaving, you can get a bunch of spools in different colors and make some incredible designs. And sometimes it's fun to leave the color exposed, like if you're beading over a ring or something where you can show it off a little more.
Oh yeah.
But and here, oops, I have two, which I only need one.
Oh hey, Jennifer and Jody are here. Hey guys.
Oh, hey,
Lori's here. Kimberly's
and
here.
so many of our friends. I
Hey
have the
Vivian.
larger. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying hi to Vivian, Leanne.
Oh, yay! I love that. Vivian upgraded her bead box, my
Oh,
Tucson one.
oh nice.
Kind of excited for her for that. She wants those Herkimer diamonds, I just know it.
I need to send one of yours to call. You might see a little order pop up from me.
Oh, yeah. I have
I'm
something
being
special for
I'm
her as
pulling a
well.
Jennifer right now here in the background.
Oh, no, are you ordering while being semi-live? Oh, jeez. Okay, almost done here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I am done, actually. So, you'll know that you're finished when you have staggered ends that will zip tie together. So you're basically looking for a row that sticks up, that goes down and sticks up on the other end, and so on and so forth. So again, it's just going to be zipped together. So I'm going to grab my SilverSilk, and I'm going to make sure that my tail thread is down. Actually, I want it to be up, so I'll do it like this. And yeah, that looks like a really good fit. There we go. And now we just kind of zip it together. So I'm gonna, oh, one important step that I always forget to do as I finish this until I realize I've forgotten to do it, which is locking the thread. So I'm gonna go into the delica that's just below where my thread exits, pull it all the way through, and then come back down through that delica again. What this does is it just prevents my beads from unraveling whenever I'm kind of passing back through the work. And I'll in fact do that on both sides. I'm not gonna, well, I'm gonna see if I could do it without rethreading my needle. There we go. Just to save a little time here. And that's something that I enjoy about wildfires. It's very wiry, and so it does make it easy to work with. All right, so now I can zip all this together. So let's just get our piece inserted in, get our seed beads wrapped around, and I am just going to go through the beads in a zigzag pattern here. Zip it together. As you can see, I'm just going through the beads that stick out. Okay, and I'll go back down through my bead work again. I'm going to go first down through where my tail thread exits. Okay, and it'll look pretty seamless, I will say. Once you do this a couple times, you could even go through the silver silk, in fact, and which is probably a good idea to really hold this thing sturdy and in place, because otherwise it's just going to slip out. But what I'm going to do is just go straight between the beads right through the silver silk, and I advise having a pair of pliers to help you out with this so that you don't end up stabbing yourself. So that's like the last thing we all want, right? So you'll notice that the leather is soft, that you can just go right through it, and the thread will secure the silver silk in place, especially if you do it a couple times. There we go. All right. So I'm not going to tie my thread just yet. I am going to go ahead and sew that last part of it, the bead that sticks out at the end on, which is this yellow bead. And I've got my thread exiting the last delica there. So I'm just going to string my bead on. I'm going to go ahead and put a size 15 seed bead, drop it down, go back through the yellow bead, and then I'm going to go through a delica that's on the opposite side to start building this foundation, to start making sure that this stays centered. And then I'll kind of sew through my delicas here on the edge until I get to close to where I'm between where I had started from and where I finished putting my putting my needle through. And then I'll just do that again. So it's basically hitting all four corners of my delicas. There we go. Easy enough.
Pretty.
Yeah, just an easy way to decorate this. Whoop.
You gave me an idea just watching you do that. Like at the end of that bead, you could also put a clasp.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the way you've used that bead as a turning bead, if that was a lobster claw, for example.
Totally would work. Yeah, I like that idea. So smart. Okay, so now we just have to sew through our delicas. Go. Having the 4 line up is nice just to move through this pretty quickly. And in fact, I'm gonna go down into that delica, and I think what I'm gonna do is take my tail thread and go down through the bead that's next to it. Only because I can kind of tie off my work in between my beads rather than the edge. It'll hide the knot a little bit better.
Oh, cool.
Maybe. I might have to unthread my needle and reposition this. There we go. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a square knot and then I'll basically just sew the rest of my thread, or not the rest of it, but I'll go through like, what is it, 5 turns, 3 to 5 turns of my thread into the beadwork before I clip it off. Okay, there we go. You can either rethread both of these threads at once, which is kind of tricky to do, but it can be done. Or just go 1 thread at a time, whatever your pace is. There's no urgency with this sort of beading. And then I'm just going to sew back down through the work. Okay, and that will pretty much be sufficient for my mini end cap. Do 1 more turn, and then I'll clip it.
Oh, the color of that SilverSilk. You know what? It's the silver over leather knit. It's leather knitted chain.
Yeah, it's called sandstone.
Sandstone. There we go.
Yep. I believe I'm out at the moment, but I will have it replenished soon.
Oh, that one sold out. Let's see which one is close to it.
The one close to it, I am not sure. I should know my own SilverSilk.
Sandstone. I mean, I think if I had to pick a color to sub for sandstone, I would go with limoncello.
Yeah,
Because it's going to pull out that yellow. It's going to look so cute next to that.
I agree. I think that's a good alternative for sure.
I also think frost would be wicked because it's going to go with the starlight mix.
Ooh, yeah. Yep.
River would look cool because River is going to have the blue.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, I would go for Grey Goose.
Grey Goose is probably the closest, but the shade is just kind of a gray color instead of beige. But it's got the same silver on top. So yeah, I made the top cap already, stitched it in place. So this is 8 delicas that are lined up, and then it's the 7 across the top and bottom. So now all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make sure, looks like I need to trim this down just a little bit. So I didn't actually need 2.5, but I guess I had it cut. Really, this is 1.5, not 2.5. That looked a little long to me. Okay. Same thing here. Just wrap it up into a little like sandwich, a hot dog, or if you will. It's Super Bowl, right? Then zip it up. And in case you're needing a little more instruction on this, I would recommend going back to SilverSilk Sundays ago and watch me make that bracelet. And that's really going to give you the most instruction for how to create these amazing beaded tubes that go over SilverSilk. Danielle, do you already know what you're going to make for Neon Notebook?
Yes, I do. I do. I have the plans. I have a pattern done. I need to get the boxes shipped, and then I'm gonna sit down and create them. But the everything ordered was ordered with a project, a specific project in mind.
That is so smart.
And I don't
Smart.
know if Leslie Pope, are you here? If you're here, I can't wait for you to see what I did with one of the. Well, shoot, I don't know if I can drop a spoiler. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll drop this spoil. This very gentle spoiler is Leslie's. The company Leslie works for has a special component, and I'm gonna design a special thing on the special component.
Ooh.
Is that too much info? I don't know.
That's not too much at all. That's very teasy of you. You're just getting us warmed up.
Hey, there she is. She's here.
She's
So
here.
it's one of the ones that oh gosh, it'll give it away if I say it. I'll text you later.
Don't say it. Don't
I
do
won't
it.
say it. I'm being a good girl. I'm trying so hard.
But Leslie knows. I feel like she knows. She knows what's
I
up.
have a feeling that the inspiration piece that I saw that inspired me to do this one came from something Leslie probably made.
Ah, well, she is insanely talented, so I would not be surprised. Would not be surprised. All right. So I went ahead and stitched back down through my tubes so that my thread exits the bottom of the cap, the beaded seed bead cap. And I'm stringing on 10, 15, size 15 seed beads before I put my gem on here. I've got 8, 9, 10. And let me just make sure that it is 10 and that I have the count incorrect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And then you just do a little gem, check glass bead, and then another size 15 bead. And you're going to go up through everything except for that last size 15 bead that you strung. And this is what's going to create your handy dandy fringe. Okay. So what you do is you go up through the delica where your thread exits. So that'll create your fringe. And then you're going to go down through the delica that's right next to it. And then basically just do that over and over again until you're all the way around. But I love this fringe method. It's easy. Again, just creates a really fun and interesting silhouette with the earring. And who doesn't love any fringe? I mean, I feel like you could do a lot with it, right?
Oh yeah.
So while I'm constructing the rest of the fringe, Danielle, do we want to take a break and see the Mirage kit?
Yeah, that sounds great to me.
And
I'm
then
ready when you are. And I
once
love that earring, by the way. That earring is dreamy.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very, very proud of it as well. Let me do this last one and then we'll switch over to you and then I'll continue stitching the rest of it because it's just redundant at this point. And I'll show you guys at the very end how to wrap this up. So let me show you one more time, me going through that delica. There. You can see that my thread is exiting, going into the delica, and then I'm stitching back up through it.
Oh, it's so lovely.
And it's just like all nice and clean when it comes to the fringe. So, all right, I'm going to continue to do this, and then we're just going to pan over to Danielle's desk, and we'll take a quick break with the Mirage bundle. If you guys haven't seen it already, I'm super excited, and I can't wait for Danielle's reactions.
I just like the way your presentation impresses me so much. It's so nice.
Aww, thank you.
And I'm gonna start learning from you and having to how to label things properly because I do stuff and then I don't label it right. You know, this is brilliant.
I just do that because I feel like I don't know all the beads all the time, so that it helps me to like have it in writing.
I mean, it's great for a memory jogger, even for yourself. But think of how handy that is when somebody receives it. They've got automatically can just find everything. The video tutorial you did an excellent. It was a long format for tutorial you did for TGBE. I tuned in for that one, guys. The earrings for this. Oh my gosh. They actually
No.
were the inspiration for how to do this one. So
Oh,
that's why I felt I needed this in my life because I wanted to copy those earrings. And then this is the PDFs. You did PDF patterns. So all of the things you're teaching here have like most of those have a PDF you can get.
I think one of them does. I'm trying to remember. I might have not done all the PDF because like doing PDF patterns, you know, this is
You
a
did it
very
for the
this project.
yeah, no, it takes a long time, but you did it where it was needed. Like I felt like, you know.
Yeah, I agree. But in any case, there's going to be also a huge library of ideas because you could use some of these components to make the stuff that's already existing in the library.
Yeah, exactly. And then sometimes like I'll learn from one of your bundles and then I'll make multiple colorways. I'll go and like get other kinds of chain and then I'll stash dive for the same size beads.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my gosh, so this is your custom seed bead mix. And I did notice that if folks want more of this, you have it in the pop-up as a standalone item.
I have one left.
You have one left. Jennifer.
What? Yeah, Jennifer, if you want that one. I think she actually grabbed a bunch already, so I don't.
You did. Okay, so maybe it's safe for a minute.
It's safe for a second for sure.
And then these are, oh my gosh, are this Peruvian opal?
Yeah, they're the pink opal and they're matte, which I just thought gave the whole like sand Mirage vibes, like the cover art.
That's
I
so
don't know,
pretty.
just kind of going with what spoke to me.
That's gorgeous. I love those. Those are so lovely. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And then I remember this focal. Everyone gets one that's a little because this is a natural product.
Oh,
They're all
here's
gonna
a super different. Yeah, that one
100%.
is extremely brown. Some of them were super blue, some of them were super mixed, and then a few of them were this brown topaz sort of look and feel.
You know me, I wanted the earth tone one, so I got what I
Perfect.
Oh, it's so cool. And then there's the oh neat. These are check pearls, like a sky blue. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, I love pearls. I don't use them often enough, but I used to use bicone seed beads with, or not bicone seed beads, bicone crystals, excuse me, stitching on top of pearls back in the day.
Wow. These I adore these. These are so handy for bead weaving. You know, I had a dream of getting an ombre of these because you had in one of your other kits. We did the out of this world one. You had the purple in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the blue in Winter Renewal.
Yes.
What if we did like a whole ombre of these? Just like
I bet we could. I feel like it'd be totally worth everything that would go behind it. Like it just would look so gorgeous.
and since you have the seed beads here, like this one could be used to make another version of the spiral bracelet we were doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's very cool. And then these, oh my gosh. This is a
Yeah, that was I think that was my favorite thing of all of them. I didn't even use them much on the tutorials, but they just look like, I don't know what they look like. They look like a treasure that I do not want to ever use because I would just sit and stare at it.
pretty. They're like remind me of what the water would look like in like a mermaid lagoon.
Yes.
Oh, it's polka dot check glass. I love polka dot check glass.
Polka dot check glass. I
That's
don't know
my
if I named it that, but that's totally what, yeah.
that's my crazy name because look, it looks
I
like polka
love
dots.
it is polka dot. Yes, I love it. I loved using it too when the tutorials, but that would also work well with the Winter Renewal,
That would.
the wire heart that I made.
Oh, you could use this to make another wire heart.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was cute. I'll show you guys what just in case you didn't see it. I have it sitting right next to me.
Oh yeah, 'cause you were my student in that class.
I was paying attention and I got it right. My goodness.
You did amazingly. In fact, your interpretation of doing it as a side pendant was my favorite.
This will be perfect. The size is exact. Yes. Oh, these are those 2 hole beads. So is this like a carrier bead? Could you do stitching around that?
Absolutely. Yeah. I was actually trying to come up with a stitched idea, but I feel like sometimes needle and thread is just, intimidating a little bit. So I was like, why not try and do it with beading wire? And so that's how the earrings came up for that particular project. Again, it's all in the TGBE video, but
Oh, maybe after I unbox, you can, if you have them handy. The
I think
design.
I do actually. Let me take a look see.
Yeah, if you
Um,
have them, that'd be cool to see the unboxing and then see your designs. Like, it'd be kind of
yeah,
fun. I'm
it
still
would be.
going, guys. There's still tons in here. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is a really cool little set of spacers and metal beads. And there's some in there that have like a little etching on them.
Yeah, and
This,
those are all brass too. They were a little bit expensive, but I just, you know me
yeah,
and brass. I was like, I have to have everything brass.
I believe this was some of the weight in your boxes coming home from Tucson this year as well.
Oh yeah, the hematite and brass for sure.
But worth it.
It
So
was
worth it.
worth it.
Look at that. That's
Yeah, look at
cool.
my jacket.
You even put the soft flex beading wire in there. That is so thoughtful because you know some of them have to search for that in their stash and find it. Now it's just like right there.
You wouldn't believe what I'm doing for the next project box. Like it's ridiculous, but I did order
Oh,
spools
you
of some.
did?
Yeah, that I could
Oh,
like
that's
pin.
right. I remember you saying you're having to measure that by hand.
Yeah, exactly.
That is so thoughtful though to do that. A lot of work,
Well,
but it's so appreciated.
I think it's a cherry on top for folks that are gonna grab it.
That's a cool thing about, you know, small businesses is we do that extra awesome stuff.
Hmm.
These are the best chains together. I love them so much. Look at the colors on that.
Yeah, the colors are just spectacular. And the pipe chain, the mini pipe chain is a specialty item. I don't I decided not to carry that in the store. It's just gonna be like if you grab my bundles, you guys get like this really unusual item that you can't find anywhere else. And I think that's what keeps it special. And I do have content for it, at least the earrings that I was talking about that I need to find because I put them around here somewhere. And oh, I know where they are. I think they're in that box. Um, so I'll grab them right quick after I do
Jennifer
this.
says that Rainey stole her Mirage bundle.
Oh,
And is this an ombre? This looks like I'm gonna make this one so I can show it with oh yeah, so this one is an ombre strand. That is so gorgeous. And there's a color
yeah,
here.
I love you know, and we were talking about ombres during our live with Kate about the trend that we're seeing and
Yes.
these pre-made gemstone strands that have color variation in it. It's all the rage. So I feel like we were well ahead of the curve when we thought about this.
Yeah, you were way ahead. Look how the thought processes that you went through making the seed bead match the stones.
I was well, I
It's
was really just like trying to envision what you would do. I was like,
so
basically,
nice.
I was wearing my "What would Danielle Wicks do" bracelet, and just thought about you of like, what if she put seed beads together? How would she do that? So that's trying to conjure you in a
I
way.
get so many of these beautifuls come with this strand. That's really pretty. I just love this. This is a really nice kit. The colors are very soothing.
Yeah, like just a very tranquil. I don't know. It's just it was like because it was for midwinter market, right? But it was
Yeah.
like the headspace of doing a winter themed thing just wasn't there, especially because my winter looked like 65 degrees, which for some parts of the US, that's what it is, right? Um, but in this case, I just went completely different and did a evergreen theme that has no, it's not seasonal based. It's just, you know, a mood, an attitude.
It's
And
everything.
so, well, while you have done that, let me wrap this up and then we'll come back to your screen.
Okay.
And then we'll
Yeah.
come back to mine because I have to go grab those designs. But I wanted to go ahead and finish out teaching my
Yeah,
earring
yeah,
here.
yeah. Can't wait to see the end of the earring.
Yeah, and well, and all I did was I just completed the fringe and then I sewed back through the delicas. But I on the way up, I did sew my needle directly through the knitted wire, similar how we did to the bottom. when we did this class earlier. And so my knitted wire is completely secured with the thread work, and my needle is now at the top with my thread. So all I'm going to do at this point is just make a little embellishment with my 6 millimeter bead. And in going down, I just put on 3 seed beads, the size 15s. So that's going to be accommodating for my earring hook. And I'll basically just repeat what I did on the bottom to sew in my bead in place. So you could see that my thread is coming out from that delica there at the bottom. So I'm just going to go on the opposite side. As such. Okay, sew through a couple of the delicas on the edge and repeat. So we'll go up through the blue one. Okay, go up through your size 6 millimeter bead, back through the 3 seed beads. It's going to be a pretty tight stitch, but I'm thinking my earring wire should be able to go through that or squeeze past it. Okay, when you come back down, just pick a spot on the opposite side. Probably right there is a good spot. And your 6 millimeter bead is now secured. So just meet it back through, or sew back through your beads to get close to where your tail thread is. And you're just going to tie it off and sew the threads back in place into your beadwork. And that's pretty much all it is required to create this design. Pretty easy overall if you're familiar with peyote stitch. But I think these stitched caps have so much potential. And this is just one use out of them, out of the many ways that you could possibly come up with to, create jewelry designs with. So right there. Oh, that's where I needed to be.
Oh, thanks, Joan. Joan's quicker than me. She's in the back end dropping links to the kit.
I'm telling you, she's got like,
So fast.
she's very, very efficient. She knows how to do stuff way better than I do.
Same.
She is just on it. All right, so I am just going to secure this in place. The last step is really just to put the earring hook on, but I feel like you guys probably get that at this point. I'm going to quickly just tie it. I'm not even going to, well, here, since we've got a little bit of time left. And I want to make sure I do this thoroughly for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and try and stitch in a couple of the beads just to get my thread knot in between the beads secured. And then I'll trim it off. I think securing stuff takes quite a bit of patience. It's hard to rush through it.
Sometimes it takes just as long as the construction itself did.
Exactly. Yeah, you really don't want to rush through it. I'm just doing this because, we're trying to cap the idea, at least to you guys, in a way that makes sense and in a short amount of time. But you'll want to go through the beads and have at least 3 to 5 different turns within the beads to really secure it. So I'll do a couple turns and then I'm just going to trim it off here. Let me get on.
I'm meticulously repackaging.
Oh, the kit. Yeah, once again. I should have put my earring hook through the seed beads, but I think I ended up making this so tight that oh, there we go. I was like, I know it'll fit through. Just have to get it through. There we go. Now we're rolling.
Ah, it's so pretty.
There we go. Okay, there's my finished earrings, you guys.
Pretty. Look at those.
Full set. You can finally take a picture of it. So I'm gonna pan over back to Danielle's desk, and I'm gonna see if I can find the earrings, at least that I was talking about, or that you were actually mentioning.
And then I have you had sent me a set of the winter blue-dyed faceted disco ball. Those are cute. This also goes with Mirage if you're looking for a pop-up shop item to add. I feel like that is a really good color. I don't remember if I
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's another little great addition.
I
Just
call
look
them
at
the disco cut beads because I think you were amused by that name, and so I just kept it.
I have kept them hidden because there's someone here who will steal anything that is disco ball related.
Oh.
Jennifer has her rainy, and I have Alex who'll take all my stuff. I mean, all the beads are his, really, essentially. Did I tell you he took my rubies?
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I bought those. That was my splurge at our friend's, the last place we shopped. She gave me a great deal on these AAA grade ruby strands. And I could only afford one, even with her deep discount. I could only afford one, so I got one. And I brought it home, and it was just, my little guilty pleasure. I was going to just have it,
Yeah.
That kid went through my backpack. First thing he grabs, he takes it. Whoop.
I mean, sounds like he knows good taste.
He knew.
I'm missing a fringe or a little dangle on this one, and I think I might have.
Did it fall off?
It probably did fall off because I had it in my my box of finished things, so I just got to dig through it at the bottom of the box. But essentially, this is what we're looking at here with what I had done during the show.
Oh gosh, I love that so much. So that was my inspiration, copying the way you did the earring setup with the micro pipe chain.
Yep, this one here. And I'll show what backside looks like. It's very clean, like overall, like the way that it finishes out on the front side. So, and then this was another design from the bundle. This one does have a pattern that is a PDF, but it looks, it's in a different colorway. And so what you're looking for is a bracelet that has the stitch tubes, exact same setup as this, but with just a purple colorway.
God, I love that so much. Both versions you did were so gorgeous, but that one is honestly my favorite.
Yeah, I love this one.
It's the color.
I realized, so I had two more designs, but I packed them away, and there's a person that I'm sending it to that
Ooh.
I don't want to ruin the surprise if they're here. But I think I know who they are. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Aww. So check your orders. You often put a little extra special thing in the orders.
I do occasionally, yeah. All right, I'm going to flip my camera back around. Thank you, Danielle, for indulging in our bead craze of looking at pretty shiny things.
I love that. I love doing that. It's so fun.
It does. There's something about digging through beads and being just mesmerized without even using it to be like, oh, possibilities.
Yeah. So cool.
So fun. Well, you guys, it's been a SilverSilk Sunday, so you still got time to watch football if that is your thing. Me personally, I am not a sports kind of guy, but I do enjoy a good Super Bowl commercial as well as performances. So I'll be looking out for those.
I'll be packing a notebook for you guys.
I thought you had your family doing that.
They're helping me. Actually, we have the first 60 ready to go for bead shop. So if you ordered it over the weekend, you're one of those first 60 people. You're going to get yours super early because it's done. And then like all the components are made. I just need to put them into the bag together.
Okay, so a little bit of work, but overall, it's still some detailed stuff that,
It's a surprisingly long period, like long time to do that though. So
it
you know,
does. It does.
it's
Yeah,
getting done.
it's a labor of love for
It is.
sure. So you guys go grab Neon Notebook from both beadshop.com as well as SilverSilk and more. If you haven't already, please subscribe to both mine and Danielle's YouTube channels. We're going to be posting content regularly for this particular project box, but even our past ones, and so for SilverSilk Sundays as well. So you're getting 2 project boxes with probably over 8 different project box ideas, which is a lot of content, but we're here for you guys.
Yeah,
Um,
we're having fun.
and then Danielle's got her Seed Beat Saturdays, of course, which is always a fun time. We were there just yesterday, in fact, doing a Tucson catch up
That was
with our girls, and so that was a lot of fun. Is there anything I'm missing, Danielle?
We had
Otherwise,
a question go by. Those ear wires that you used in the Mirage tutorial.
oh
Um,
yeah,
you had mentioned you were gonna maybe look into getting those as an item to add. So we're still working on that.
I'm still working on that. Yeah,
Still working
I
on that.
have my vendor narrowed down, and more importantly, these are made out of brass, and these were a little bit pricey from this immediate vendor that I was able to get it from. So I could go that route. They're good quality, but they're not SilverSilk plated. Is the only they're a different plating. Not bad, but it's just not consistent with what I know what my plating is. So if my the factory that I work with, the person that I coordinate with can do that, um, and price wise be around the same point, then I think we can make it work. And I would do it in all 6 colors. I wouldn't do it with just silver.
Copper.
Yeah, yeah, the copper. It's not going to be an immediate thing, unfortunately, though, because this factory does
Yeah,
take
it's gonna
time,
take time.
up to a couple months, even when I place the order.
It'll be
So,
worth it. Worth the wait.
yeah. All to say the seed's been planted. It's just a matter of like putting some water, giving it a little bit of time, and then seeing what happens. As is anything, as it
That's
goes.
how it
So,
works.
yeah, absolutely. But we appreciate your patience and your support in keeping these projects going. We love you guys so much and are very appreciative of the creativity and the warmth and love that you guys bring to each of our companies. Um, and I think that's kind of it. We might just leave on that sentiment just because it's warm and fuzzy. So,
Definitely.
yay! All right. We'll see you guys for Seed Bead Saturday. And then following that is SilverSilk Sunday, per usual. Enjoy Super Bowl weekend, this fun Saturday, and have a great rest of the week. And we'll see you guys again soon. Bye.
Bye.